Okay, welcome to another edition of Not Your Father's Data Center. Today, like always, we're laser focused on the technical part of this industry. We will cover WE, UE. We will cover some ESG topics. Francis, what are some of the other things? I know we want ESG and any other things. I think we're going to do some CFD modeling as a group here. Any other things we want to cover before we get into the heart of it?
The nitty gritty. I think let's move on to what's really important here.
Raymond, right. It was my understanding we would cover effective field goal percentage today, the EFG percentage.
That's right. That's good. Effective field goal. That's good. That's true. That's good. As for those of you who don't know him, joining us today, Frances back by popular demand. I know everybody knows Frances. Those of you who cashed in based on her bowl picks, she's back. And before we get into CFD modeling and the actual nitty gritty of cross connects and zero manholes, we are going to talk about NCAA basketball today. I know there's a few people in the country that are interested in it. Balraj, as soon as we said basketball, he raised his hand and said, "Hey, count me in." Balraj joining us from the Compass Global Headquarters in Dallas, Texas. Balraj, how are you this morning?
Doing great. Ready to get started.
I know you're an NBA guy, but you're going to loan us your basketball knowledge and do a little college hoops today, right?
This is just my pre-draft preview for the Detroit Pistons. Just getting ready to scout my players.
Just getting the Pistons ready for their lottery pick. All right.
No.
And of course we have the man, the myth, the legend, the UCLA Bruin, the John Wooden disciple, the national champion and chief revenue officer for Stack Data Center. Can we get that Stack logo in there? There we go. That's what we're talking about. Ty Miller. Ty, how are you this morning, bud?
I'm well. It's dark 30 here on the West Coast, but I'm glad to be here. Talk a little college hoops, a little diversion from the normal Not Your Father's Data Center podcast. I like it.
That's right. We'll do a little something just for fun today. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to pick the first round. We're going to take winners, everybody's winners. Just like last time, there's money on the line. The losers all owe $1,000 to the winners' charity of their choice. For those of you who didn't know, get your checkbooks out. Frances, definitely, based on her win in NCAA football, she's the early favorite. I don't know if you guys saw it. She was 2-5 in the morning line to win it all. So look forward to trying to pull the upset, but I don't think it's possible. Frances has been doing research. Frances, how long have you been studying the brackets?
How long has it been since they've been announced? That's how long.
Yeah, exactly. Frances was on it the minute it was announced. All right, so we're going to go ladies first. Ladies first, we're going to start out west in honor of Ty. We're going to go Frances, Balraj, Ty, and we're going to start out in the west, so that means we're going to start with Gonzaga and Georgia State. All I need is your pick for round one winner, and I will keep track, and then we're going to pick who's coming out of the region and who's your dark horse in each region. All right? Everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get rolling. Frances, Gonzaga, and Georgia State. You're on the Zags?
Yep.
Look at Lash on the Zags early. Balraj, who you got?
Got to go Gonzaga with the recent success.
Yeah, I'm with you. Miller?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Gonzaga advances. Yeah. We will not see the 16-1 upset here.
If there is a 16-1, it ain't this one, right?
No, sir.
It ain't this one. All right, we got Boise, Memphis. Our friends out there in Idaho getting to stay home. Memphis having to travel. Frances, who do you got?
Boise.
Oh, look at that. Balraj?
I got Memphis.
Miller?
Oh, yeah, the Memphis Tigers, Penny Hardaway advance.
Yeah, I got to say, I like the 8-9, and I like Penny. So I'm going with Memphis. You clearly see the break here. Francis's knowledge starting to break away from us right off the get. Frances, good call on Boise. All right. Not sure New Mexico State as a 12 is where they ought to be. Think they might ought to be a little bit higher, but New Mexico, UConn. Frances?
Oh, New Mexico.
New Mexico. All right. Any highlights you want to share with us there, Frances?
I think that's going to be the upset.
All right. Looking for the upset. Miller?
Well, I as much as I respect Frances's acumen and being a 2-5 favorite this morning is strong, I got to go with the Yukon Huskies, past national champions, and I still believe the New Mexico State team is reeling. Any school that has at once had Steve Alford as a head coach generally goes through a gloomy period thereafter. My
Still
UCLA
scarred.
Bruins are just pulling out of it, so I got to go chalk here, Yukon.
Alford could stroke the free throws, but he has not proven to be able to coach. Fair?
No, he had about a 41% winning percentage for the Nevada Wolfpack this year in his second or third year. Yeah, he's just a train wreck.
I think he finished his NCAA career with 103% free throw percentage. I'd have to check the math, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that and more hair gel.
Balraj, who do you got?
I got the Huskies.
All right, Huskies cleaning it up. All right, Frances, your first chance to pick Arkansas. I know you're thinking the Hogs might make a run. Arkansas, Vermont. I don't know that I've ever seen Vermont play a sport, ever. Who do you got? Number 4, Arkansas. Number 13, Vermont.
See, my point of view is just to be a little bit ahistorical when I look through these picks. So
yeah,
basing the fact that I don't really, kind of similar to you, not too hot on Vermont in a basketball tournament, I'm going to go with Arkansas.
Look at her. She's never seen Vermont win a game. I'm with you. Miller, who do you got?
Oh, the Hogs bring 40 minutes of hell. Hat tip to Nolan Richardson in the day and
look at the Nolan Richardson reference. I'm with you.
Crush Vermont.
Woo Pig Suey, for those of you who don't know. Balraj?
I got the upset right here. I got Vermont.
What? Oh my gosh.
Strong.
Balraj he's trying to make up for the Lobos pick. He's trying to catch Frances with his upset. All right, we're on to the school who shall not be named versus the play-in game of Rutgers Notre Dame. Frances, I know that's tough for you because you really want some clarity on Rutgers and Notre Dame and the school who should not be named. So who do you have?
I have Alabama.
Don't say them. Don't say it.
Sorry.
Yeah, the school who should not be named, Notre Dame or Rutgers. Miller, who do you got?
I'm going with, unfortunately, Voldemort.
Voldemort it is.
Yeah, Voldemort.
You. Okay.
Yep.
Balraj?
I got another upset from the school from Indiana, Notre Dame.
I knew I liked that man. I knew he knew what he was doing. Who you taking, Rutgers or Notre Dame?
I got Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. All right. So you've got Notre Dame on the play-in, and you got Notre Dame upsetting the school who should not be named. I just want to be clear. If the school in Tuscaloosa was playing Satan's All-Stars, I'd be pulling for hell. So I will be taking the play-in team. I don't care which one of them it is. All right, Frances. On to Texas Tech and Montana State. I got to admit, Montana State holds a special place in my heart, the Grizzlies.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, Raymond, but I'm going to go with Texas Tech.
Get your guns up. All right, Frances. Miller?
Yeah, guns up on this one, buddy. Tech takes it.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Red Raiders. Balraj?
I'll keep mine up as well. I think we got the first 100% agree.
I think we're sweeping. I'm definitely with, despite the Grizzlies being the first scholarship offer I received, I'm still going with the Red Raiders. All right, Frances. 4 for 4. I think the Red Raiders are a mortal lock. Steve Flagg, just so you know, attended one of these schools, and it wasn't Davidson. So think about that before you make your pick. We got Sparty versus Davidson in the first round. You know where Steve will be, locked in front of a television, screaming for Sparty. I think Steve's first kid's named Izzo. I'm not sure.
I can confirm.
I'm going to be blatantly suck up here, Michigan.
Love it. Michigan State. Do not say Michigan. You will get fired on the spot. All right, let's go, Sparty. Balraj, I know you got Sparty. Steve can reach you from where you're sitting. So, there you go. Come on, Spartans.
This is out of Steve's office, by the way, so I came prepared.
This is. There you go. Good call.
I didn't know that we could bring swag.
Yeah. Props and everything. All right, Miller.
I'm going to be contrarian here, mostly just to get under Steve's skin. This is a last-minute switch. Let's go Davidson. Let's go Davidson.
Look at him. Let's go Davidson. Oh, my goodness. The 10 seed in the upset. Just a fire-up flag. All right. We don't have many 4-for-4s in this group. We got somebody branching right. We got Gonzaga's the sweep and the Red Raiders. That's it. Oh, we were all on the Hogs, too.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
all right. All right. In his swan song, goodbye to Coach K. Still not sure how to pronounce his name. Duke versus Cal State Fullerton.
So this one, it's purely because I've heard it mentioned more. Duke.
All right. That's good reason. They're pretty good down there, Tobacco Row. Balraj?
I got Coach Krzyzewski getting he's definitely winning the first round, no question.
Yeah, he's winning in the first round. No question. All right, Miller.
Yeah, I can't pick against Coach K, a.k.a. Ratface. Clearly the second best coach ever in college basketball.
Second best coach ever.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. I think he gets in right under Wooden.
Yeah. He sure is.
Is it Alfred or Wooden? Who's number one?
Yeah, so it's Coach John Robert Wooden, Pyramid of Success, right?
Amen.
I think that Alfred has the dagger to the dumpster is his philosophy. He's just a dumpster fire. You can tell I'm a big fan of Coach Alfred's.
Yeah, Ty, for those of us who don't know, where did John Wooden coach? I know for Francis you don't get to answer.
The University of California at Los Angeles, UCLA.
Very nice. Mm-hmm. A Bruin through and through.
That's right.
All right, that gets us all our round one West picks. So let's talk about two things coming out of the West. I need to know who's your Final Four team and who's your dark horse in the West. So your Final Four team and your dark horse. Your dark horse doesn't have to make the Final Four, but who's surprises coming out of the West? So your Final Four West region champ and your dark horse. Francis, give us your champ coming out of the West.
Gonzaga.
Yeah, I'm with you. I hear you. And your dark horse coming out of the West.
I mentioned it, but New Mexico State.
Oh, it's on the Lobos. All right. Balraj?
I got Gonzaga coming out of the West region for sure, and then I got Vermont making it to the Sweet 16, just so everybody will know where Vermont is next year, I guess.
You got Vermont not only beating Arkansas, but winning their next round against UConn or New Mexico State. Look at you. All right. Vermont is the dark horse. All right, Ty, coming out of the West and your dark horse.
Yeah, it's chalky. It's Gonzaga coming out of the West. They're going to emerge. I really like Texas Tech in this region. Red Raiders, guns up.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if you can be a dark horse as a 3 seed though. I don't know if that counts.
Well, no, but I with Gonzaga and Duke above them, I think it's fair to call that all
right,
coming from nowhere. So my dark horse is a 4 seed. So Zags are coming out, but Arkansas is going to give them all they want.
Okay.
All right.
Those are the Hogs.
Francis, yeah, we're on to the East, Francis. So let's get rolling. We got Baylor, Norfolk State. I'm not sure even where Norfolk is, but I know they won 24 times this year, so they're in the dance. You got Baylor or Norfolk State?
Baylor.
I didn't think Norfolk was a state, but I'll need some help with that. Balraj?
I got Baylor by a precise 33 points, at least.
Baylor by 33.
Ooh.
So anybody check the line? I mean, this show's for entertainment purposes only. We don't endorse gambling. But just in case you played against the number. Miller, I don't think you see a 16 upset, do you?
No, I sure don't. I'm going to pick Baylor, the Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears. I think the Bears may win this whole thing. Just a preview.
Yeah, I'm going to say no to that, but I'm also going to take the over with Balraj on that one.
All right. You're covering 33 and a hook?
That's right.
Yeah, all right. All right, on to the Blue Bloods of the Blue Bloods, North Carolina and the old school Marquette. Francis, love the 8-9, always a good spot.
Yeah, it's a bit of a toss-up, so I'm going to go with Marquette.
Marquette. Just spurning tradition and going with Marquette. I got to say, some of the Marquette unis in the 80s were just pure fire. Nobody loved those old side-striped unis?
I love the color scheme at Marquette. You got to know that.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, I mean, Raymond, I'm going to tell you that the alma mater of Coach Al McGuire, 1977 national champions, Dwayne Wade's alma mater, Marquette, the Golden Eagles, formerly the Warriors, crush the Tar Heels. Move on.
I got to tell you, it wouldn't be a Not Your Father's Data Center if we didn't get a Marquette reference in. So, Balraj, the Heels or the Eagles?
I think when it comes to the 8-9 matchup, this is a very fact-check stat. It's 97.3% of the time. The 9 seed.
97.3%. So you're going with North Carolina.
Going with the Eagles.
You're taking Marquette.
I'm taking Marquette.
All right, guys. Well, I think North Carolina, the state of my birth, has underperformed all season. I think that they're going to have a hard time with motivation, and I'm going 4 for 4 with Marquette. All right, on to St. Mary's in the play-in. You got St. Mary's. You can pick one of three: St. Mary's, Wyoming, or the ultimate blue blood, Indiana. Francis?
St. Mary's.
I love it. Love St. Mary's. Balraj?
I got the Hoosiers.
Got the Hoosiers. All right, Hoosiers. Miller?
Yeah, Balraj, I like your Hoosiers pick over Wyoming, but they're going to fall to the St. Mary's Gales. It's going to happen.
The
St.
Dales.
Mary's. The Gales. The Gales.
The Dales winning.
No, it's the Gales.
Winning 20. Yeah, the Gales winning 20. I've never heard of them. I don't even know. I have no
I
idea.
understand
what state is? What state is?
They're in the San Francisco Bay Area. They're over in Moraga, pretty nice spot. And they Randy Bennett's an excellent coach, and they took Gonzaga down once this year. They can ball. They are underseeded.
Oh, that's right. They beat Gonzaga late in the conference schedule. Yeah.
They're a good team. They're a good team.
I forgot about that Gonzaga win. All right. Is it named after the St. Mary? It just seems like a coincidence there. Is it that Mary?
I think it was that one. Yeah. It wasn't like just Mary from the block. That's not it.
Yeah. All right. In honor of the Rosary, I'm going with St. Mary's. All right. This next pick, I have no idea what Ty's going to do. I know his heartstrings, hard time. Francis, lead us out on UCLA versus the Zips.
So just a bit of foreshadowing to most likely Ty's pick, UCLA.
Aha. Did not see that coming. Balraj?
Sticking with the Bruins as well.
Oh,
all right, all Bruins all the time. I have no question. Ty, you're taking the boys from LA. There you go. Get the natty in there. I like it.
Let's go, Bruins. This is the first of many rounds for the Bruins. Let's go.
I was just going to say, I think I might know who your pick to come surprise out of the East is. All right. Virginia Tech and Texas. I know who my boss wants in this one, but my head of construction graduated from Virginia Tech, so you know where I'm going. Delivery matters these days. Francis, Texas, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
I love the Hokies. Good call. Balraj.
Sticking with Texas.
Texas? See, I'm just not impressed with the Longhorns.
Yeah, but he knows it's bonus season. I'm going Va-Tech. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm Hokies all the way. I don't. The T-sippers, I don't have much respect for. All right. In the all-intellect game, Purdue versus Yale, the Boilermakers, engineers, high SAT scores against the Yale. What is Yale's mascot? I think the Bulldogs?
Yeah, it's a bulldog.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it the Bulldogs? Yeah. All right, coming out of the Ivies at 19-11, impressing nobody as a 14 seed, Purdue and Yale. Frances?
I'm just not convinced that Yale's going to really do it for this, so Purdue. An Ivy in Connecticut doesn't really sound right.
Yeah, I'm with you. There's no way. Give me Purdue. Balraj?
So this is my first potential Pistons lottery draft pick in Jaden Ivey over at Purdue.
Yes.
Purdue.
Yeah, all Purdue all the time. I don't see anybody on the Ivies. Ty?
Boilermakers all the way. That's Mike Eady's alma mater. One of my favorite engineers.
Eady's alma mater.
One of my favorite engineers in the industry. So I got to go Boilermakers.
Good man there, Mike Eady. All right. Ty, we're getting back out to the Bay Area with Murray State versus San Francisco. I like schools named after a city. It makes it easy on me. I know where they're at. Francis, Murray State, I have no idea. Again, I did not know Murray was a state, but apparently it is. So Murray State and San Francisco.
I'm just feeling it, and I think Murray State.
Really?
Yep.
Can you tell us what state Murray State is in?
I don't know. I think it gives an element of mystery that I'm.
I like that. Yeah. Just a little bit of a question mark. I'm just going to guess it's in Tennessee. I have no idea. Can somebody look it up while we're on? Balraj, Murray State or San Francisco?
I was thinking about Murray State too. I think their 1-2 punch is solid.
All right. By the way, they only dropped 2 this year. Murray State. That's impressive.
Murray State 30-2. Playing, coming out of a more minor conference. But I'll tell you, USF is tough. This is the best Dons team in quite a while. And you got to go back to Bill Russell days for the Dons when they were dominant.
Well, there's a reference.
That's right. So I'm going to
He was good at this game.
Yeah, he was good at this game. And the WCC is pretty tough this year with Gonzaga and St. Mary's. And I think USF advances here. I really do.
Ooh, look at that. The 10 seed coming out. All right. We're wrapping up the East, Francis, with Kentucky versus St. Pete.
Yeah, I'm going to say Kentucky. I want to keep the only saint I pick for St. Mary's. I just like.
Fair. It's fair. Just in honor of the Virgin. Understand. Very good. All good. Balraj?
Yeah, I got no clue where St. Peter's is, and Kentucky is loaded with not all freshmen this year, so definitely Kentucky.
Yeah. I thought St. Peter's was in Russia, but apparently it's not. Apparently they play basketball. Ty, who you got?
St. Peter's got the Basilica, but I got to say that St. Mary's is the only saint moving forward, like Francis said. Kentucky, as much as I want to swallow a little bile, the Wildcats advance.
Yeah, I got to tell you, an SEC guy, I don't love the Wildcats, but I don't see how St. Pete hangs in there with 11 losses with St. Pete.
Yeah.
All right, Francis, we need your who's coming out of the East, and we need your East dark horse.
I'm going to say it's the Bears coming out of the East.
I think that's a good pick.
My dark horse, Virginia Tech.
Ooh, the Hokies. I like it. Okay.
And since you mentioned it, I looked it up. Murray State is in Kentucky, so you weren't that far off.
Whoa, I was 1 state away. All right. Better to be lucky than good. Balraj, who's coming out of the East?
I got Baylor coming out of the East, but I got UCLA at least to the Sweet 16.
UCLA making a run. All right, Ty, who's coming out?
There's only one bear that's coming out of the East, and that's the Bruin Bear. UCLA is both the dark horse, underseeded as a 4. Let me tell you, in all of America, all of our 12 watchers at home, UCLA is underseeded.
Hey, wait. When did we break double digits, Ty? Hold on. Is that the
triple digits?
Is that the poll from Stack?
I figured the 5 of us, and then I'd tell my whole team to watch. So we get there. That's 1 over.
There you go. They get to 10. No question. There you go. All right. UCLA to come out of the East, and UCLA as your dark horse. I did not see that.
I got to
tell you, it's hard.
The grade 8, if I could, the Elite 8, it's going to be Kentucky and UCLA, and you're going to get a lot of advertising dollars and viewers on this one. It's going to be beautiful.
See, I'm with you. I think Kentucky comes out. I think Kentucky has underperformed all year. I think they've been hurt most of the year. I know Baylor's a good squad, but I think Kentucky comes out. And if I have to pick a dark horse in the East, as hard as it is to say a 4 is a dark horse, UCLA would be my dark horse. So
Yeah, I will say Baylor.
Right,
Baylor's very good, Raymond, but they've got key injury that they're fighting right now, and I just don't think they're going to be able to handle the Bruins on the second weekend.
And Kentucky's healed up. Yeah. All right, we're out going to the south now, going down south, Francis. We're Arizona and the play-in, Wright State again, another state I was unaware of, and Bryant in the play-in game. Although I will tell you this, I do know where Wright State is. It's in Dayton, Ohio. You can look it up. Arizona versus Wright State / Bryant. Francis, I know you want to go with Wright State, but resist the urge.
I don't want to rock the boat, so I'm going to say Arizona.
All right, going with the Cats. Balraj?
Arizona by 26.
By 26. Anybody seen the number yet on that one? I don't know the number on that one. All right, Ty.
Take the Wildcats and the over on Balraj.
Wildcats to cover. I agree.
Arizona is very good.
Yeah, Arizona can play. All right, we keep moving on. Seton Hall and TCU. The always tough to pick 8-9. Francis, the 8-9 tussle between Seton Hall and TCU.
TCU, go for 9.
That's so. Get your Horned Frogs. I think this is how they do it over there in Fort Worth. Balraj?
Always taking the 9 seed. Texas Christian University.
There you go. Miller?
TCU all the way. That is my boss, Brian Cox's alma mater, and the Horned Frogs are not going to let us down. Got a good coach down there, Jamie Dixon.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the Horned Frogs beat Seton Hall pretty handily, and did not know the Brian Cox connection, but that just makes me feel even better about my pick.
There's a Noah Hansford connection there as well.
That's right. We do need to make the Noah Hansford connection.
That's right.
I got to tell you, there's for all our listeners in Australia, there's a big Hansford following down there. All right, on to the third game out down south. We got Phi Slamma Jamma playing the Blazers. Francis, I know you want the Blazers. I know you've been on them early this year, but I mean, Phi Slamma Jamma 3.0. Who you got?
I'm going to say Houston.
Houston. All right. Balraj.
Sticking with Francis. We got the Cougars.
Cougar High.
Yeah,
love it.
Cougars. Hawk.
Yeah. I think it's all Cougars all the time. I think that's only our third 4 for 4. All right. Illinois and Chattanooga. When did they drop the UT? When did it just become Chattanooga? The 4 and 13. I tell you, nobody goes into Pittsburgh and gets an upset. Francis, Illinois and UT Chattanooga. I'm sticking with the UT Chattanooga because I didn't know they dropped that.
I think Chattanooga's an upset.
Ooh.
The Moccasins.
Ooh.
The Moccasins surprising the Big Ten. Balraj, you seen that happen too, or
no?
You're on the Fighting Illini. It's not happening.
No, they're taking care of business. No question.
All right, Fighting Illini. Go to Pittsburgh and get it done. Ty.
Well, I will say that the Big Ten is the most overrated conference in America.
Ooh.
But the Illini,
Here.
Are coming out. Period.
All right, Illini it is. I'm with you. The Moccasins just aren't big enough. All right, on to what do we got? The 6 and 11, the Colorado State Rams against the other school that shall not be named, with 14 losses. Don't even know how they get in the tournament with 14 L's. Right. Colorado State, Michigan. Francis.
Colorado State.
All right. I knew you knew what you were doing. Balraj, he's sitting close to you. Sparty cannot pick the maize and blue.
You already know Colorado State, Michigan.
Yeah.
They should have been in the play-in. They shouldn't have had a seed, to be honest, but that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Michigan belongs in the NIT. I mean, can we just say it?
I wouldn't go that far, but yes.
Yeah, they belong in the NIT. Ty?
Look, notwithstanding my criticism of the Big Ten and my belief that Michigan likely should have been left out. I think they rise to the occasion and they beat the Rams. And let me also note that Josh Friedman, managing director of IPI, is a Michigan alum. So, Josh, I'm going with you, buddy.
Josh, I'm going with you. All right, can is this the time in the show when we need to take up Juwan Howard's antics?
Well, I'm just going to say that was a bad look.
It was not good.
Probably not
good.
Not the long-term coach of Michigan. I mean, he Schembechlered the guy, and we know what happened to Bo. So I don't know.
I was going to say, I think he pulled a Woody Hayes. I mean,
or Woody Hayes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what in the world? Golly. So I'm going with the anti Juwan Howard pick with the Rams. As much as I'm not sure it's the right pick, I can't get on the Juwan Howard bandwagon. All right. I have not looked it up. Somebody help me. Longwood is that a university in America?
In Virginia.
It's in Virginia. All right, never heard of it.
I thought that was the rival country club to Bushwood. Is that am I
that's
wrong?
Right. I was going to say. I think yeah. That's what they play their Ryder Cup style match every year with Bushwood. That's exactly right. All right, I have no idea what Longwood is. Tennessee versus ? Francis.
Tennessee.
Yeah, let's go Vols. Balraj?
Yeah, I'm rocking with Tennessee.
Yeah, here. Miller?
Tennessee, they're good. They're good.
Yeah,
Longwood this year.
And won the SEC tournament. Yeah, I got the Vols. All right. Ohio State versus Loyola Chicago. I love the sister. Is it Sister Mary?
Sister Jean.
Sister Jean. Love Sister Jean. Team chaplain at Loyola. Love her support of her club. Not sure it's enough to beat Ohio State, but Francis, give us your wisdom on the Big Ten facing Loyola Chicago.
I don't think it's enough, so Ohio State.
All right, it's not enough. Sorry, Sister Francis. Balraj?
Sister Jean is always enough, as we've learned in previous runs in March Madness, and I just don't name that school down in that other state down there, so definitely Loyola.
Yeah. I'm on Loyola too as a quick preview. Ty, who you got?
I don't think they got the Jimmies and the Joes, so I'm going with Ohio State. I think their run is a little bit past. Yeah.
Sister Jean's not enough, to quote Francis. You heard it here first. Give me Loyola. All right. I don't know about you, but whenever I have to play the Blue Hens, it's a restless night the night before. Who wants to go play the Blue Hens? Nobody. Francis, Villanova against the Blue Hens of Delaware. I mean, just the name strikes fear, right?
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say that's the case, so I'm going to go Villanova.
You're taking Nova? All right. Balraj?
Definitely second in the. You can't bet against Jay Wright in the first round.
Yeah, I'm with you. Ty?
Oh, yeah, that's Villanova.
Yeah, give me Nova. I got Nova. As much as I love the Blue Hens, as much as I love saying Blue Hens, I got to go with Nova. All right, Francis, we're done with the South, so we need your who's coming out and who's your South dark horse.
So I think Arizona.
Arizona comes out, okay.
Yeah, and it caused a bit of a kerfuffle earlier, but Chattanooga's my dark horse.
What? The Moccasins?
Yes. I love that name.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I love the Moccasins. All right, Balraj.
I got
who's coming out? You get who?
Tennessee.
Tennessee coming out?
I don't even think they should have been a 3 seed. They were closer to a 2 seed, 3 seed.
Were you reading my notes this morning?
I'm just trying to get that bonus for this.
Yeah. All right, Tennessee. As I'm guessing that's your double dip, dark horse and coming out.
You know it. Yep.
All right. Ty?
Well, I got to say, I knew I liked Balraj because I think the Vols come out. I think they beat Arizona in the Elite Eight and get through. I think Arizona's very, very good. Very good. It's going to be an incredible game, the Elite Eight, but I like the Vols.
Well, you can tell that we all are moved by the SEC tournament championship, because I got the Vols coming out of the South, and I got them as, if you can have a 3 as a dark horse, I got them as my dark horse in the South. All right, we move on to the Midwest. just so everybody knows, my alma mater is in the Midwest. For those of you who work at Compass, I just want to mention that as a highlight real quick. My alma mater is in the Midwest. Just think about it as you pick carefully, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'd say. All right, we got Kansas against the play-in of Southern and Texas A&M. By the way, I think it's Texas A&M Commerce. So let me clarify. I don't want my Aggies to, the Aggies call in more than anybody. Francis, Kansas or Southern or Commerce? Who you got?
Kansas.
Kansas, yeah, I don't think there's any chance. All right. Balraj?
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Here. Miller?
Yep, got to go with the Jayhawks.
Yeah,
Easy
Jayhawks
pick.
win this one going away.
Yep.
I don't even know if there's going to be a line on it in this game. I mean, really, Texas A&M Commerce, they'll beat them by 70. All right, San Diego State, nothing like an Aztec. If those of you remember football bowl season, you know where Francis is going. San Diego State versus Creighton.
I do want to.
Just so y'all know, Francis has got some history with the Aztecs.
Yeah, part of my descent, Aztec descent here, but I'm gonna stray from the Aztecs.
What?
She's going with the Blue Jays.
I did not see that coming.
I'm breaking with my ancestors.
Unbelievable. Going with Creighton. Did not see that coming. She must have some inside knowledge. Balraj, Aztecs. Oh, you're a straight up 9 guy all the time, right?
Straight up 9 guy, and I'm a Creighton guy, so definitely Creighton.
Taking Creighton. Ty?
Well, I'm going to have more pride than Frances has in her ancestry, and I'm going with the Aztecs, the alma mater of Kawhi Leonard. Let's go.
Let's go. I got to tell you, I thought this is where Francis and I might have a chance to bond. I was going with the Aztecs, but as a late change, give me Creighton.
Ooh.
All right. I like the 9 seed stats that Balraj gave us. All right, we're on to Iowa versus the Spiders. I mean, it's my favorite mascot in Division I. Iowa versus the Spiders.
Spiders are good luck, but I'm going to go with Iowa.
All right. Big Ten. I think the Big Ten's overrated. Balraj?
Iowa by a precise 17.
Iowa by 17. I'm writing these down. Miller?
Yeah, I'm going Spiders. This is my 12-5 pick. Let's go.
Look at you. There's a 12 every time, almost every tournament.
I had to pick one.
I think the Big Ten's way overrated. Give me the Spiders. Just because I want to say Spiders.
Iowa doesn't have that
3 more times.
That Garza guy ain't in the middle anymore.
That's right. I just want to work in Spiders as often as I can. All right. Quickly, this game, for those of you who don't know, John Shine has been in the data center business since 1951. His alma mater, the Providence Friars, facing South Dakota State. South Dakota State. Is that the Jackrabbits?
It's the Jackrabbits.
Isn't it? Isn't it Jackrabbits? That's what I thought. All right. You got the Friars or the Jackrabbits, Francis?
Well, I don't want to get on Shine's bad side, but I'm going to say Jackrabbits.
Don't do it. You're going South Dakota State?
I'm going.
She went there.
I hope Shine doesn't see this show. Things will never be the same between you. Providence and South Dakota State. Balraj?
Shine, we love you here at marketing, but South Dakota State.
Jackrabbits are 2 for 2? Ty, say it isn't so.
It isn't so. Friars advance. Let's go, Shine.
The Friars advance easily. That's right. John Shine, don't worry, bud. I'm with you. The Friars all the way. All right. We might be getting to my dark horse. Francis, out west, we got LSU versus Iowa State.
Ooh. I'm going to say LSU.
LSU. They just fired their head coach. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? On the eve of getting in the tournament? Balraj, LSU or Iowa State?
In light of the news, I'm still going to rock with LSU.
You're riding with LSU. All right. Miller?
I'm going Tigers.
LSU Tigers.
Can't get behind the Cyclones this time.
Yeah, the Cyclones are just, again, I think a Big Ten overrated. I actually think the LSU thing is a big-time motivator. Hey, our coach got sacked. We're going to play for him on the way out. Give me LSU. All right. Wisconsin versus Colgate. I'm not sure how a toothpaste manufacturer got in the basketball tournament, but they're here. So the Badgers versus Colgate.
Badgers are pretty fierce. I'm going to go with the Badgers.
You do not want to meet a Badger late at night. I'm with you. The fact that they're a 3 seed doesn't hurt. Balraj?
Yeah, definitely Wisconsin.
Wisconsin all the way. Miller?
I'll point out that Wisconsin, I think, is overseeded. They lost to Nebraska, which is just terrible, with all due respect to Tim Keister, my general counsel. They do have enough, though, to get over the toothpaste Titans, and they'll advance.
Yeah. I don't know how – you can't lose to Colgate. By the way, no respect for Wisconsin, but you can't lose to Colgate. Give me the Badgers. Sorry, Dave Zilkowski.
By the way, the Badgers, just as a footnote, Hawk, the Badgers weekend ends week 1. LSU, with the emotional run under their interim coach, is going to bounce into the Sweet 16.
Yeah. You won't get 2 Big Ten teams in the Sweet 16. Completely agree. All right, USC, Miami. Ty, I apologize. I said that one out loud. The guys on the other side of town versus Miami.
Yeah, for me,
you can lead off, Ty. I know this one's.
Yeah, no, typically Trojans burst under pressure, but I think they got enough to get past Miami in this case.
Yeah, a soft Miami team. Francis?
I'm going to go with USC.
All right. Balraj?
Joining the team on that one, definitely USC.
All right, I am pulling for the Hurricanes. I just can't get there, Trojans. All right. This game has long-term job security implications for a lot of people. So I just want everybody to understand that one. Auburn, out of the great state of Alabama, playing their in-state rival, the Jacksonville State Jaguars. No, that's the South Alabama Jaguars. I don't even know what Jacksonville State is. I think they might be the Gamecocks.
I didn't know it was a state, and I can't believe they seceded from Florida. So I'm super confused on this whole thing.
No, they definitely broke away. You didn't see that in the news? Yeah.
No. I'm going to take your Tigers there, buddy.
Good call.
Auburn
Good call,
advances.
Miller.
Yeah.
Francis, who do you got?
Unrelated to the
2 best programs in the state of Alabama.
Unrelated to the thinly veiled threats on my job security, I'm going to go with Auburn.
Unrelated to the thinly veiled threats, okay?
Bold.
Balraj?
Another potential Pistons lottery pick in Jabari Smith. I got to rock with him.
Do you have a pendant in the office or no?
Not yet, no. Not yet.
Dang it. All right, but you are going with the Tigers.
Definitely Auburn, yeah. No question.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. All right. Without a doubt, just real quickly, the WDE, that is War Damn Eagle. So let's hear it for the Tigers. Absolutely Auburn. Francis, again, not that this could impact you at bonus time or anything like that, but you do need to pick who comes out of the Midwest and who your dark horse is. And I don't know if I mentioned my alma mater is in this region, in case you missed that on the top of the show.
I'm sorry.
Francis, who do you think comes out of the Midwest?
Look, I'm wearing orange. I thought that.
By the way, HR is on the line, just in case you're.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to go with Iowa, if that's the case.
Iowa? Are you really picking the Hawkeyes? That can't be true. That's your dark horse, or that's your coming out of the Midwest?
That's my pick. Coming out.
It's both.
Coming out?
Yeah.
The Hawkeyes coming out? That is bold.
I know. HR has a cardboard
right,
box. I don't know what that's all about, but it's nice.
Security.
I definitely have
I have a border here to separate.
That's true. That's true.
It's easier.
That's the only reason she felt safe making that pick. All right, Balraj.
I definitely just have such a good newfound love for Auburn. I don't know what the reason is, but Auburn just
that's a great. That's a man with basketball knowledge right there. That's a man with basketball knowledge.
Kessler down low, just too much. But I do have Iowa meeting them in the Elite Eight, so that'll be a good game.
So Iowa's your dark horse.
Yep.
I don't have the Big Ten doing much this year. Ty, who do you got coming out of the Midwest?
Well, I don't want to foreshadow the end of the show, but I'm going to tell you that Auburn's coming out. This is the weakest region by a stretch for me. It's not close. Favorable draw for Auburn. Takes down LSU Cinderella in the Sweet 16. Probably is going to take Rock Jock Chayok. I know that Auburn hasn't been really on a heater here at the end of the year, but I think they're going to regroup due to the easy draw and advance.
I got to tell you, I love the draw. I agree with you. I look at the draw and I don't get a lot of fear. I think Wisconsin, may be your biggest challenge in this region. LSU is my dark horse, and I take Auburn to get to the Final Four. All right, Frances. Now we're on to the money pick. Who do you got winning it all?
Winning it all?
The whole shooting match.
Arizona.
All right, Balraj.
Like I said, Raymond, just so much love for Auburn.
This is. I can already tell you're a wise man.
Such a great school. Just love it.
Yeah, it's the Harvard of Lee County. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
You taking the Tigers to win it all?
100%. Yeah. 68-60. No score.
All right, Miller. So let's see, Ty. You got Gonzaga, UCLA, Tennessee, and Auburn is your Final Four.
That's right. I think Auburn is going to advance past Tennessee in the all SEC side. And in the all West Coast side, UCLA grinds out and upsets Gonzaga. The final will be between our schools, Raymond. We will attend in person.
We'll be there.
I'll be there. And sadly, the Tigers will succumb to the Bruins. Bruins are national champions, 76-73.
Again.
You heard it here. Number 12. Let's hang the banner. Come on.
I love it. I like a guy who does the analysis and checks his heart at the door and picks based just on the statistics.
Listen, I would not come to this level of a industry podcast and just be a homer.
That's right.
That would be irresponsible.
You don't want to lead my 11 listeners need this kind of information. You can't just be throwing out stuff that isn't backed by solid research. Well, I'm with you. I got Gonzaga, UCLA, Tennessee, Auburn as my Final Four. Looks a lot like your Final Four. I plan to be there in person and watch the Tigers win it all. So, guys, we appreciate you on the day after the selection show. Frances, I know you're going to be busy all this week with the other shows that you do about the brackets. I would love to know who your first four out were, Frances. You can post that on our LinkedIn feed because I know everybody's wondering who your first four out were, and we appreciate you guys having fun, not talking data centers for an episode. And Ty, thank you so much. We're in awe of our friends at Stack and what you guys are doing out there, and happy to be in the same marketplace with you, and appreciate you being on with us.
Well, thanks for having me, and Balraj and Frances, you were excellent. I think the three of us managed to overcome the host deficiencies.
No question.
Yeah. So thank you to my friends at Compass for having me, and let's go Bruins. That's how I'm signing off.
All right, go Bruins. Awesome.